A Russian prisoner of war defended a position together with the soldiers for 2.5 months. Of the 93rd Separate Mechanized Brigade, Kolodny Yar in the Konstantinovka direction, Daniil Sikyo, a serviceman of the 242nd Motorized Rifle Regiment of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation from the Volgograd region. Before that, he served in Armenia and later ended up on trial for fighting with an officer. To avoid a sentence, he agreed to go to war against Ukraine. As part of an assault group, the Russian tried to capture a Ukrainian position. Before the operation, the command assured the soldiers that it was empty.
We were told that there was no one there. We were told that we would come to the position and just sit there.
The attack ended in failure. Daniil Sychev was wounded. The other occupiers were killed, after which he decided to surrender. After being captured, the Russian soldier remained at the Ukrainian military position for almost 2.5 months.
I was there 60-something days, almost 2.5 months.
In that time, he helped build fortifications, did various chores, and according to the soldiers, even took part in the defense. Sychev himself explained that he agreed to stay with the Ukrainian fighters because he knew about the order from the Russian command, not to take prisoners. According to him, in the event of an assault, Russian troops could have killed him along with the defenders of the positions.
They wouldn't bother figuring out who's friend and who's foe. We don't really take prisoners. There's an order like not to take prisoners.
This isn't the first such case. Earlier, a citizen of Uzbekistan who was tricked into signing a contract with the Russian army was also taken prisoner. Subsequently, he switched to the Ukrainian side and is now fighting as part of the Siberian battalion. Russian occupiers have advanced near 2 settlements in the Sumy and Donetsk regions. This was reported by the Ukrainian analytical monitoring project Deep State.
The enemy advanced near Yunakivka and Sviatopokrovske.
About 100 Russian soldiers entered the border village of Hrabovske in the Sumy region. They tried to advance towards Ryazne. This was reported by Viktor Trehubov, spokesperson for the Joint Forces Group of the Ukrainian Armed Forces.
Currently, Russian units are consolidating in the southern part of Hrabovsky. Ukrainian forces are trying to drive them out of their positions. Fighting continues in the village.
The military clarified that settlements located directly on the border with Russia can only be secured if a zone of control by Ukrainian forces is established several kilometers deep into Russian territory. Russian troops also tried to break through in the direction of Dobropilya. To do this, the occupiers deployed 24 armored vehicles. The assault was carried out by the Russian Federation's naval infantry, but they failed. The Ukrainian armed forces struck a concentration of Russian forces. The enemy suffered losses in both equipment and personnel. Earlier, analysts reported that the enemy has made gains in Donetsk region, particularly near settlements such as Dronivka, Reznikovka, and Novoekonomichne. There was also recorded advancement of Russian troops near the city of Hulyaipol in Zaporizhzhia region. According to the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the most tense situation remains in the Pokrovsk direction. The deputy commander of the 4th Operational Battalion Power of Freedom of the Rubezh Brigade, Volodymyr Nazarenko, stated that in the Pokrovsk direction, the Russian Federation's army is suffering losses dozens of times greater, which speaks to the effectiveness of the weapons used by the defense forces.